Hey everybody, Eric Bean, CEO of Happy. I'm going to tell you there's a lot of SEO content out there. And unlike most people, I'm not trying to sell you SEO. I really don't care. I'm just trying to help. So, this is what I've learned. Most companies are pretty much going to take your money and do things you could do on your own, backlinks and other things like that. High quality backlinks help. We all know the basics. I'm going to kind of get through, some of the higher level stuff that I've learned over time and some tricks that hopefully will help you out as well. So as you're doing your SEO, you want each individual page on your web page to be unique. If you have, for example, we have our verticals and niches page, which is basically the same basic content for each individual niche that we service. If you take a look at our page, every single one of those has unique content, unique headers, unique paragraphs so that Google will look at it as a unique site, not only because the slog, the URL is different, but because the content within the site is different. So it won't be viewed as, just a repeat over and over again. So you will get more weight on your site by providing and writing unique content. Does it take time? Yes. There are tools out there that'll help you with it. And I'll get into that as well because some people are better writers than others. And there's actually AI tools that will help write this stuff for you. Another big piece, you got to make sure you have a blog because you're going to find a common theme. And what I'm telling you will be you have to have content, it has to be unique content. The headers are important for getting clicks and getting eyes on your actual site. So as you're doing your blogs, you're going to want things that are topical. If you're writing about, hey, I have a white label software, you want to write things about white label software, not over and over and over again with the same title. Unique titles because you need your slugs, your URLs to be unique, or else you'll have white label software 1, white label software 2, white label software 3. You won't get quite the weight and pull behind it, even though those are unique with the number 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be looked at as unique content by the automated tools that Google's using to crawl the site and index. And I'm going to get into crawling and indexing because that's another major component of all of this. So as you do a blog, you're probably going to be using a CMS, which is basically a management software for your backend. You're going to post your blog. You put your topic, who wrote it, your picture, your image, your colors. So obviously you're going to want to brand with your color code. I know ours is FF7900 for the orange because I put it in the blog twice a day, every single day, and have for months. Well, what I found is that Google wasn't indexing our blog pages because it is CMS and it's not actually the exact same. It's under an HTML tag sometimes. Either way, when Google crawls the site, they don't index the blog. So first of all, I wanted to say I use an AI blog writer for a lot of the work there. And the AI blog writer produces tremendously decent content and does it quickly and does it in a unique way. So that allows me to put out 2 blogs a day in about 10 to 15 minutes of work. And realistically, at this stage of the game, not that many people are going to read the blog anyway. Over time, as we get more eyes on the site, I'm going to write more individual content. For the actual unique content, I come on here and go live. But for the purpose of the blog, why are you going to waste, a full day of time writing an article that maybe 10 people are going to read, if you're lucky, including your LinkedIn people and your Facebook people? Most people aren't going to dive and delve into that. But what you do want is for Google to index that content so that more people will find your site so that you'll come up higher in the rankings. So after you've written and scheduled your content to be posted on a cumulative basis, you want people to actually get used to your content coming out. You want to actually open up your Google. So if you're using anything, you're going to want your Google Search Console. Your Google Search Console will have certain things that are very crucial for you. Every single day, I go in and I add in the new blog post that I've done, and I move it into the URL inspection, and I ask Google to index those sites for me. So I've already submitted through Webflow basically a map of our website. So Google's has a map, a direct map, and can index the site in general. But for each blog post, I do it uniquely and individually. And then every now and then I just go refresh Google to actually pull everything together and index it all at once so that it's counting all the work that I'm doing and escalating it all the way up the ladder to be able to be on that front page. So in the last real numbers, because I just started doing this last 60 days right before Christmas, really around Thanksgiving. So we went from 30 clicks per month through Google, where people found us through Google, not through Facebook or me clicking from my computer or something like that, or did a direct thing, from people actually going through Google, about 30 clicks a month. So I got that report about a week ago. A couple of days ago, I got a report saying it's now 50. So we've gotten 20 more hits in the last week over the pace. So 50 from 30 to 50 in about a week's period. Now, this is not a lot. The real goal for us is to have 5,000. We don't even have our pricing finalized. Signup isn't fully up yet. It's not tied into a bank account. I still have a lot of work to do to launch this company. However, we're trending in the right direction. So within Google, it'll be called Google Search Console for your site. You're going to want to register your site. And you're going to want to be able to map in and check your analytics, see how many impressions you've had over the last 3 months, which is basically, people kind of seeing the site exist, not necessarily clicking, and how many actual clicks you have as well over that period of time. And you're going to want to see where your trends are. Now, some of the clicks are going to be you, so understand if you see a big spike and you've been on your page all day, that makes sense. But on this page, you have overview, performance, URL inspection, the pages, you have video pages, site maps, removals. You're going to be able to see all the errors that exist on the site through this. It'll show you the pages that haven't been indexed so that you can go index them. That's going to be able to help your score tremendously. So we'll get into some other tricks of the trade. I mean, there's a bunch. Unique content, making sure your headers are right, making sure you're using AI for your blogs, making sure you have a blog, and making sure you index your blogs and making sure that Google has your sitemap. These are big steps. Other basic things are making sure that your metadata within your web flow matches up with the headers. You might have changed it or messed it or have direction changes or redirects. You just want to make sure that all the nomenclature is the exact same. It's just simple. If you have it as blog in your CMS, you want to have it as blog on your website, not the blog or something along those lines. So all those little things do make a difference. There's a bunch of other stuff we'll get into at a later date, but for now, high level stuff. Hopefully this helps. Get out there, kill it, get eyes on your product without having to pay pay-per-click. And then do things like this, make sure you backlink, send it up to all your link in your Facebook, and have some of these links coming in from these other sites. The more eyes that are on your product, the better you'll do. So the name of the game is to get as many eyes as possible on it. Hope this helps. Hope everybody has a great evening. Stay happy. We'll talk again tomorrow night. Bye-bye.